Moment of final thought in this delusion, this dream, this illness, how I got caught. I suppose we start at the beginning, delve into the dark chapters of the past, starting at 17, writing at 28, as time has gone so fast. The screams and cries deep inside rarely seem to cease. My past, my history, my experiences created a bipolar beast. Growing up, unsure of my sexuality, unaware of my friends, living pretend. So many changes inside of me. How would they react in the end? Was I straight, confused? Was I bi? Was I gay? It doesn't matter anyway. I allowed myself with little charm to walk into harm with open arms. And so, I was led to midnight meets with a pedo creep. Although I thought he had my best interests at heart, I was too trusting. He was too good of an actor, if by method he knew his part. But then one night came, all seemed the same, but two became three, and out came the cameras. I said no, and he said it doesn't really look like you have a choice, forced to lay there with no voice. The start of the rape took shape, but he made me think I wanted this to happen to me, and I never questioned what the dark web might come to see. Confused, the rose-tinted glasses did the trick. I believed everything that happened to me was beautiful, natural, a miracle, magic, but how did I not see it as tragic? But I was running from the truth, afraid of telling lies. But the more I tried, the more I feared making them cry. So to save from small indiscretions, stupid things, little white lies destroyed everything. Like winter, he came back like the cold. He asked me to sleep with a 13-year-old. But I was not manipulated into his world, though that did not stop me running. I tried so hard to deny my past. I knew what was coming, I should have done something. Years went by, letting it build inside, hoping that Rob might die, begging that he would be stopped, roped or chopped, anything to stop others being left to cry. But when you're defeat and it's buried so deep, you fail to see the roots latch. Soon enough, when you're down and rough, the beast comes back to attack. Self-harm was the charm, burning the skin with a hot knife, so slim, not thinking that 36 burns could leave such marks, break others' hearts. Memory loss and mood swings were first, maybe one a day, but a growing curse. As days passed by to fight, I tried, but my winning was sadly denied. You cannot run from what is done. Everything you feel is so horrifically real. It's only a matter of time, only so long you can sit silent to the crime, until the culmination of the act, until you crack and fall back. The voice is so strong in my head, at work, at home, in bed. You're not good enough. I'm in control. You're just a whore worth nothing more. Cut for me, do it slow, and I'll let you go. But it's never enough. One cut becomes two becomes too far, and then you're left with scars. Constant reminders that your sanity, stability, lack of self-love has been pushed to the limit. It becomes so hard. You start to say goodbye. You no longer cry. Placed on high meds that either make you a zombie or see red. Spend 3 days in bed. The stability of my mind cracks once more. I dropped a pen on the floor. The rage, the pain, the anger, the hate hits me like a wave. No running, no way to be saved. Then famous phrases are born and the first steps form. Is it really just poetry or really confession? Does the trade of pain cause emotions to lessen? These lines mean more to me than any ever would. As I wrote the ending lines to the end of my time, they released like a flood, washing over me, being free. That's where I wanted, no, needed to be. The dates were set, the time and place. I knew when the day came I might make fame or something else. I was beyond help. And so set the music to time to say goodbye. Shoes on, no tram ticket bought. I just switched off, ready for my final ride. Sat on the tram, I was a ghost amongst the living. Trapped in a broken shell, I needed to be free from within. I exited at the station and walked what I believed to be my final steps. History was about to change, but to me it hardly felt strange. The thing is, when you're in that space, the irrational becomes sane. You don't think that people taken to this point know about your pain. I promise you, when you feel you have mourned your own self, nothing is ever the same. No porting games, all because of broken mental health. At this point, you are not society, you are not family, you are walking in a daze, systematically. Like lost in a lucid dream, no one to walk with me. I made my way up to the stairs with no care. Till on floor 6 I was transfixed, my final destination seemed fated without a hitch. Would I be free in time to escape this fatal mental switch? Yep. The sun out, the breeze gentle and warm, not at all what you expect for a suicide call. As I walked up to the car park wall, I climbed atop of a concrete block, hearing the final ticks of my life's clock. Standing, staring, waiting for a sign, I was ready to jump. But to listen for the right time, my opening line, I was heavily inclined. I had to obey, it had to be this way. When the voice said it's time to go, off the building myself I would throw. To my release, no more defeat, no more lost in a world, an existence in which I was so beat. Unintentionally, a crowd built at the ground floor, the usual calls. Don't jump, there's so much for you to live for. Taking my final breaths, there's nothing more left. I heard the whisper on the wind, as I took one last look at the blue sky. Please don't cry, it's time to fly. A slight sigh left my lips as my frame I did lift, hands supporting my broken body. The last words for me were to be, I'm sorry. And then I pushed away. I closed my eyes, that second I expected to die. I was ready to go to the light, but living hands pulled me back as my head hit the floor with a smack, laid broken and down on the handcuffs came around. For hours I made no sound, just thought of the failure of which I was crowned. To this day the feeling never goes away. To this night the voices always try and fight. I'm not well, yes I'm ill, but I am a person still. My mind may not work like yours. I might do silly things that to me have cause. Living bipolar and borderline is not a crime. I have to be strong. I have to keep speaking my truth. I have to be resolute. Walk with me and I'll show you the way. Every dark night leads to a new day. Even though my head tries to tell me I was deserving of my hate and the hallucinations beg to berate. I have to remain strong. I have to carry on. This poem could never have been born. People could have been laying flowers next to the pot on the cemetery lawn. The anniversary will come and go, and the scars will remain to show. I may cry, I may fall, I may be forced to crawl, but I may punch a wall, but it's worth it all, because it shows I'm alive. If you're ever so broken and beg to be free, I leave a mantra for you all to hear and see. Today, you are the strongest you ever thought you could be, because you are still here.